If you've ever built anything using AI video generators like Veo 3.1, Sora 2, it's easy to generate the first video, but then editing them, putting together the storyline, and trying to tell like everything all workings, it kind of becomes a hot mess. You generate the image. How do you tell a story? I have assets in all these different folders. So in today's interview, we're going to talk with William Wang. He's currently the founder of Clova, and he actually aims to solve this problem. William is a good buddy of mine that I met literally from YouTube. This guy was basically recording vlogs on YouTube. And I was like, bro, you're going to be coming to the Bay Area to launch your startup and stuff. Like, this is going to be amazing. I want to meet up, and I'm a big fan. And from there, he's been working on these apps with another co-founder of his. And William, I'm excited to have you on the show and show us a quick demo of kind of what you're working with. Welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, thanks, Ray. I'm super excited to be here. This is my actually first live stream. I'll say start of live stream. Made
Let's
a lot of
go.
vlogs, right? So excited to be part of the live stream, kind of share the app and just talk to the people.
Yeah, man. So if you have a chance, let's go ahead and kind of check out what you're working with, because you've been working on a lot of different things from like video editing software and stuff. And I want to show people what you've been working with, because for me, this is the biggest pain point, and I want to turn my ideas into like a movie studio fashion,
hmm
right? Like I have to like have all these images everywhere. I'm trying to use Final Cut. I'm trying to do all these things, and I think you're trying to aim to solve that problem. So yeah, would love to see a quick demo of what we got working with and see your app here. So
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah. Cool,
pop to
cool,
share the screen, let me see if we can kind of get this up here.
cool.
Okay. Oh, my
Let
bad.
me know if
Cool.
it's
Yeah, here we
Mhm.
go. Cool. Let's go.
Cool. Yeah, yeah. So this is basically Clova. We started this app about like a month and a half ago, mainly when I was just creating a lot of AI videos, and I was just like really frustrated with like the pain point of it. Because
Mm,
most of these AI videos, when you first start, you will have like you got to generate a starting frame, right? So I was using a lot of image gen models, but the next thing I know, I have like 15 tabs open because different models give different results, and then I got to download them, and it gets all messy and stuff. So
right.
we basically built like one platform that just streamlines this whole process to make it a lot easier to make AI videos if you want to make starter launch videos and different things like that. And I can kind of show like how we
Yeah.
kind of do it. So over here, I basically generated a bunch of these like clips already. So I was like making like for fun just like an alien video that I
Yeah.
was testing it with,
That's so
and then
crazy.
so you can see all of them are consistent. So let's say I want a next shot. I want something. Let me grab one of the images. So usually what I do once I have a style I like is
Hmm.
that I drag it in here and I can say like, we want a shot. We want an image with the same style, colors, grading style, but instead it is in the city where an alien is is landing. So let's put that instead. So assuming an alien is supposed to be landing, and
Yeah.
you can like pick like the different models, because different models really give like different results. And let's say we want to do like 4 generations, because I always do 4 generations mainly because I want to be able to see, how so I can pick one afterwards. So it saves me a lot of time. So right now it's in queue, obviously using Nano Banana to edit this image and stuff, and
Uh-huh.
we'll just wait for the queue to end in a second. Yeah.
That's really cool. So basically, we can start with an idea, like one specific image that you like, and now we're going to turn it into the video. And the biggest pain point that we have really is like once you get the video part, then how do you actually tell the story? Because that's the bigger part that's usually missing is just AI storytelling, right? And that's what studios do very well. Like your favorite movie studios, Disney's, the Pixar's, they go through this
Yes.
process, right? Can you tell us a little bit more about that type of background? Because you have this like vlog, you tell really good vlogs. For those who don't know, William Wang has an amazing YouTube channel, and literally he
Thank
vlogs.
you.
He carries his camera around. He has another person who helps film. Like it's an actual real thing. It's his co-founder too, and they're so passionate about this space. And for
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
I wouldn't consider myself like I want to vlog. I want to tell stories, but it takes so much effort. So I'm curious to see how you've been bringing that sauce into like this app and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I think mainly is just like the really cool thing is, I make a lot of vlogs, and I also always want to make a lot of cinematic videos, right? But I haven't had the chance to do that because of the time constraint of like obviously running a startup and stuff. So when AI videos came out, especially when VO3 came out, I was just like super like excited because now I can I don't really have those constraints anymore because now I can really just let my creativity like kind of go through this whole process. And I think for us, like with Clover right now, really trying to like resolve the most painful part, is that imagine all of these originally, you will have like 10 tabs open because you're trying to hit all these different models and you have to download all of these. And next thing you know, your download folder is massive and everything's unorganized, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
that has been like the main thing. Like, let's say if I do like this shot, right?
Yeah.
I guess we'll look through and see which one we like the most.
Oh,
Take a
wow.
quick look. I personally like this one the most because I like the cars, the people. I can add movement. So what's something you can do now is that instead of downloading it, you can just add it to the asset. So
Ooh,
then you can easily come to the video tab. So I know this is the one I like. I just
okay.
simply drag this in. We can use Veo fast. I will say make the alien come down from the spaceship and the people to be running from it. So we'll use VO fast. We'll generate, let's say, like, I guess we'll do two of these instead.
Hmm.
Now, instead of you downloading it and then going to the models and different things like that, you can have like all the models like all in one place because a lot of the different models give like drastically different results. They're all good at different things. That's what I've been
Right.
noticing a lot. Yeah.
Whoa. So they can like it's part of this thing here is just like yeah, like I have all these different files on my Google Drive, and then like to preview them with the thumbnails and look through. Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the butt. So this is kind of seeking to kind of keep it all in one place. And so you go from basically images like to get started. What does someone need to do? They have their first idea. Do they just generate an image, or they take an existing base image and they can start prompting to come up with a theme? Is that kind of what they would do for the storytelling here?
Yeah, essentially, right? Is if you want to you can generate an image off like a prompt you write, or you can just grab another AI image or any image and that can be your starting frame. So what I like to do a lot is that I think when my vlogs have a certain look, right? Like Ray, like your videos have a certain look, is that I'll find a look I want and I'll use that as a base image to be like, I want to follow this look. And that's something that AI has been very, very good at, is that if you give it like a base image. So I always like recommend to like start with the base image and either
Oh,
using like Seed Dream or Nano Banana to like, let's say, tweak it, and it can give you like the best frame possible. Then you go into the video gem model, or else like if I try to prompt this directly into it, and for VO3 or let's say Kling to create this, it's like
yeah.
it's 10x harder, just throw a frame in
I
here. Yeah.
see. Yeah, because people were doing these things called like JSON prompts and all the craziness to try to steer it. But your recommendation is just to get a good base image somewhere that
Hmm.
has the scene or the feel that you want. And then now
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can basically build off of that because now you go from the image in the assets over
yeah,
into this other thing. And it sounds like
yeah.
you could just
Because
generate really quickly and just in one specific like workspace. And then from
yeah,
there, okay, got it.
yeah, and also the best part about the images is that number one, they're so much faster to generate. Like it's like way easier to generate them, to upscale them as
Mhm.
well. Upscaling is a big part, and also they're also cheaper too. So it's like all the benefits. So that will actually save you more time by getting the right image you want, and then go into the videos. Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah. Okay.
yeah, so these are like two of the videos like we created. So let's say are running towards it, which so this one I don't like as much. Let's hope like hopefully this one generated something better. This one I do like more. I don't like that either of them kind of run towards it, but for the sake of the demo, I'll just add it to the asset. Usually, obviously, I'll probably generate four or
Yeah.
like do a couple more like generations and stuff. So
Mhm.
you can
Or
add
select different models, right? Yeah.
yes, yes. Like for example, like Kling. I've been using a lot of Kling actually. I
Mm.
really like how good it is from like the start frame to end frame. And like Sora is obviously the best for kind of like those like kind of TikTok style videos. Mhm.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So I'll come to like the video editor. So now you can like this is like a quick little editor. We're still improving on this because we've only been shipping this product for about a month and a week. So
Mhm.
still a lot of improvements we're adding in, but you can now just like string these videos together. So if I want to make like a quick little edit, let's say like of of I guess San Francisco being under attack by aliens, I can quickly make that edit. I have a couple scenes right here. You can
Whoa.
just drag and drop these in here with an editor. So I'll just drag a couple scenes in
Wow.
and then make this
Bro,
short.
this is crazy.
And then now you can kind of see like the consistency.
Oh my god, bro, like Yo, this is
Obviously,
crazy. It kind of gives me goosebumps. That's kind of insane, actually, how quickly you can have these different ideas from these different scenes and then just throw them in here really quickly to see how kind of works together. And
yeah, yeah. Because used to when I was making it at first, I was just like so frustrated about the whole process. Because I was like, oh, generating images, I gotta download them, and then the videos, and then now I don't know where my files are at, and then I gotta go to Final Cut Pro, which is what I usually edit in, and I gotta like dump everything in, and everything's like unorganized. Now it just kind of like streamlines the whole process because Ray, I'm sure you can relate to, like either when I'm coding or when I'm making videos, it's like you want to be in that flow state. You know what I mean?
right.
Like you want to stay in that flow state, and the main thing is that once you kind of break that flow, it's hard to get back in it.
Right. And I think the thing that's easy here is that like you can pop between those tabs. So it looks like you have a video tab and then you go to the images tab and then you can go to the whatever. So like if you need a scene, you're like, okay, this doesn't feel right. I think we need one more scene here. Let me go ahead and just give it a screenshot of this current segment. And then let me just kind of describe this person. So like, yeah, we'll say the person with the alien running away from the alien or something like that. Or okay, so like I'm curious about the prompting. So have you found certain prompts to work really well? Because like you have a little bit of like I would say movies, cinematic background, right? Especially with your vlogging. Any tips or suggestions you have for some people who are trying to generate better quality content, maybe, or how do they get a certain look and feel? Maybe if they're trying it, they don't get that same look. How would you?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So it's pretty interesting. The first one is that because I do have like a film background, what I have realized that worked the best is when you act like you're talking to another person that knows film. So let's say I would be like use like specific cameras. I want a specific look. I want a top down shot. I will use a lot of like film terms that I have learned like in the past to prompt it. But another way that I have been using a lot too is that let's say if I like a specific color grading style, I don't know how to describe it. There's two ways I kind of do it. The first one is that like when I already have this look I want to kind of maintain the same color, right? It's really hard to
Mhm.
describe. But what I'll do is that let's say if I go to Nano Banana, I'll just drag the image back in. I'll be like, this is a video, that's why it didn't work. I'll just be like, keep the same like style and look, and then is able to like mimic that same look. So you have that consistency throughout the way. Then the second part will be like,
Oh,
if I really want to use a text to describe it, I'll grab like 5 inspo image I like, put it into ChatGPT, and I'll be like, hey, how would you describe this? And I'll keep
oh.
tweaking it until like this works the best. So I have that strong description, I want and stuff.
Yeah, that's amazing. Also, big shout out to right now, Alex Finn Official. We are tuned into a live stream. So if you have any questions, definitely pop in the live stream. Huge shout out to Alex Finn. If you haven't had a chance, this guy does some AI coding interviews. He's actually a mutual friend of both of ours, actually, which
Yes.
is amazing. When
Well,
I
Alex,
met William, was like, yo, you got to check out Alex. I was like, yo, yeah. I was like, it's amazing how we're all kind of hanging out on stream. We're all friends and we're always interested in what's happening. So, William, you're operating out of Founders Inc. there in San Francisco, right? And
yes, Alex for me.
yeah, it's like we're doing pretty well. Yeah, yeah, I appreciate it, man. And appreciate the comments as well. If you guys want to try it out, what's the best way that these guys can try it out? The app to go
Oh
sign up
yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Yeah, yeah. Our domains this is our website actually, our landing page. So everything's live already. Obviously, we're
Whoa,
pretty early stage, so we're still doing a lot of like bug fixes, and every day things are coming up. You know how it is, Ray, when you build a new app and a new startup, right? But love to just like get any feedback anybody has, and also like happy to like any of like Ray's audience. Like if you guys just like ping me on Twitter or Discord, whatever platform, I'm happy to just load you up with credits. Because obviously I got support Ray's channel, like Ray's audience, and if you guys have any feedback too, we're in this iteration phase. Happy to just be we're shipping every day. Honestly, right now I'm just shipping in the morning and
whoa.
shipping at night.
Let's go. So anyone in the audience, ping William. What's your X handle so that way they can start blowing you up? I think they're gonna blow you up, bro. Like I think you might have said that too loud.
This is me right here. I am William Wang. So if you're
I am
making like
William Wang.
launch videos or you just want to make like AI videos, like just ping me and I'll give you enough credits for you to make like a couple films.
Yo,
For you to
next
try
sec,
that.
you gotta drop in the DMs. Just signed up, give me some more coin as I ran out already. Hook me up, bro. Sheesh, let's go. Yeah, I mean that feedback is super important. And William is trying. He's a so like these. You have a co-founder. Tell us a little bit more about like kind of who you are and like what you guys do and so forth, so people actually know.
Yeah, yeah.
Like this is not like some like big firm or something like that. This is like literally two of my friends just hanging out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, so me and my co-founder Ryan, we actually both grew up together. We went to the same high school and then the same college. So when we first graduated college, we were like, man, like why would we get a job that just like build apps? So we just started building a bunch of apps, and it was really hard at first because building this stuff is always way harder than things. So we were originally from Southern California. We moved to Vegas because rent was like way cheaper there, and we ran out of money. So we were like, okay, we don't really have any other options. We got to go with the actions app. So we just came to SF for a month for the Founders Inc. program. So that's when I actually met you too, Ray. Like that month when we
Yeah.
met, and like Founders Inc. gave us like a early check for us to be able to stay. And since then, just always been like making content and just building in the video space. I always have a lot of interest in it. I've been making content for like 8 years now. So that's kind of like the story about the company and myself. Yeah.
It's a cool story, folks. If you haven't had a chance, check it out. It's join Clova, CLOVA.com. And this
Mhm.
is where you can go sign up for their video platform. And my guy literally said, DM me and I'll give you a bunch of credits. I don't know if you've
Yes.
ever
Yeah.
used any of these video platforms, ladies and gentlemen, but my guy is about to go crazy broke right now. But
They are
please, like,
expensive.
I think um, it's one thing to kind of show up at someone's house and eat all their food in their fridge, but it's another thing to kind of give back to them and say, yo, I cleaned your toilet. I took care of some other things too. You're so busy. I got this stuff too. And that's the type of way that I want to operate here, because these are solo founders, like two people, like up and like changed their whole life, moved to Vegas, went almost like broke, moved to San Francisco for that big shot. Somebody said, I believe in you. And I believe
Thank
in
you.
him too. Like, this story resonates so much with me. William has been doing these amazing vlogs. If you haven't had a chance to check them out on YouTube, definitely check them out. I think they're really cool. He's telling his startup story founding, and he's taking that sauce that he's doing in storytelling and trying to translate it into this new realm, especially with AI videos. And he saw like a big problem here that like whenever you're generating content, you're going through these pain points, and you're literally watching this come to fruition from like the very ground level. And as a person who's watching this live stream, you're totally into this stuff. And I know you are early adopters and so forth. So why not join in to be an early adopter, even if you have an interest in this? That feedback you're going to give to William and Ryan is going to be so helpful to make the platform better, not only for you, but for everyone else who continues to go into this space. And I'm like, like, this is not sponsored ad. I'm not an investor or anything. I'm a good friend of William. And I believe that the problem he's doing is actually worth you actually stopping and taking your time to look into this, if you've taken time to watch this live stream. And I sincerely believe that these guys are going to be amazing powerhouse in the future. And this is literally just the beginnings of it. And it's a great opportunity to meet another founder who's just genuinely nice and a good human being on the other side too. So it's not one of those situations where you just kind of come in and like, oh, it's a big company, I'm going to just, take whatever. It's just literally these little guys. So yeah, I think that's what's up. Someone says that they're not verified, but I think maybe they can hit you up in the support link. There could probably be some
Oh
support
yeah.
link that they can hit you up, because I think they're trying to send a DM and so forth and so
Cool.
forth. So
Cool. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
looking
more
for
than happy
engineers to
to.
help you build. Ooh, we'll see.
I'm always happy to chat. Because as we launch, like, Ray, do you want me to keep sharing my screen, or do you want me to start sharing? So it's the bigger. I was going to
I kind
ask
of
you.
like this right now. We're kind of going through
Cool.
some of the comments so people can kind of see. Look them
Cool.
up
Cool.
already.
Yeah.
Started following. Yo, big Alex, thank you so much for the love as well. It's really appreciated. I think this person had it kind of spot on. It's like when all these AI tools come out, it was just such a relief. I didn't have to spend like hours on Adobe After Effects anymore. It's like this is the
Yeah.
transformation we're experiencing right now. I think that's another good point. Is that like in this era right now, I'm just going to transition to both of us right now, William. Like I
Yeah.
feel like what's happening in this space is that this stuff is now approachable for people to generate ads for your company, generate
Mhm.
like a storyline, not only for yourself, but to tell a story in a way that like would require hiring these crazy graphics artists. And what's cool about like, I think what William's doing is the fact that like you're now on the bleeding edge and you're going to keep up with this pace. So as people are requesting features, these guys ship fast. So they're going to be listening to you. Part of the reason for him wanting to say, hey, reach out to me, give me credits, is like listening to user feedback is extremely important. And if you're passionate about this space, you're building in this space, you're making ads for someone, you're working for some agency, and you're already taking a look at these tools and seeing these pain points, every single investment that you give into William is going to, like in terms of times and features and stuff, is probably going to pay back in the longer run for you anyways, I feel like. So I would say highly reach out. But William, tell us a little bit more about your thinking about this space and kind of where do you see it's headed and kind of, the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a very interesting space, right? Because there's a lot of controversy in the beginning. Like everyone's always like in the beginning, like, oh, but what about AI slop? And at first I was kind of on that side too because I make a lot of content. But the more I start using these tools, I was just so blown away by it, and I just because the whole time I always want to have like a lot of like different ideas to come to life, but I just don't have the time or the resources to make it because to make a film takes a lot of effort. And the truth is this: at the end of the day, I think how the movement's going to go is that good storytelling is going to win no matter what. And if you don't make good content, it's not going to happen. But these tools just enable more people to be able to tell this story, right? And I think that's the best part too, is that the more stories we have, the more storytellers is a benefit, net benefit to the world. And also on the marketing side too, a lot of times we see a lot of startups who aren't able to usually afford like a launch video. They're able to do that now because now they can make it with AI and get that
Oh.
engagement. And only the ones with good stories are actually really benefiting from that. Yeah.
What would you give some storytelling hints or prompts? Because one of the things I learned was like about like a three-story act or like um I've recently found out there's certain either TV shows or movies I like, and I find out there's a screenwriter behind them. So like some of my
Mhm.
favorites tend to be Aaron Sorkin, right? He just starts with the immediate action. He starts with like, capturing your attention and then kind of moves on and later fills in the details.
Yeah.
And like the things that he's done, I didn't realize like, oh, that was produced by Aaron. He wrote that. He wrote that. Like, there's so many different things, and he has like this distinct style. To me, it helps me like understand how to tell stories better, and it's like different ways of people telling stories. In some ways, I've learned to, become a better storyteller that way. How do you like learn to kind of start to do some of that type of stuff? What have you found helpful, like in your prompting or in generating things to tell better stories? Like what goes viral or whatnot? Like, what would you
Yeah.
suggest? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's always interesting too at first, is that you can uh you can never truly automate like the story writing part, right? Like what is like a good story, right? So I think when I look at it, when I first before I make any of my AI videos or even my vlogs, I'm always like doing like a deep dive kind of like writing session, like to know what I want it to be. And I think the most important part, the first thing I think about is always like the intro. And I think about the intro as in like, why do people want to watch this video? So within the first like 5 to 10 seconds, I think Ray, we talked about this before too, is like the most important thing because everyone on social media, the first 5 to 10 seconds, how can I just scream credibility? Like is it the
Oh.
packaging or what it is? So a lot of times, like in my vlogs, the first scenes, or let's say the AI videos I make, the first shot will take like 10% of the total time of how long it actually takes to make the whole video because I'm trying to make the 10-second the best possible. And then on the second part too, I always think about like I follow like the kind of like the traditional three act stuff, right? The first one is that you kind of introduce a character, they have a problem, and how do they resolve that on a very base level, especially for like 1 minute videos. So I always try to pack that story into it. And the last part I would say I end the ending really really quickly, just mainly for like retention boosting. That always helps. But regarding the prompting part, I would say the key thing is like really get as much like inspo, like know
Yeah.
the look you want, because
Oh, I see.
gotta be able to describe the look and the feel you want to the AI, or
Got it.
else there's like a
Mm.
zillion things for it to be able to hallucinate on, right? Just like, with
Ah.
coding too, I'm not just
Yeah.
going to go to my code base and be like, fix this. I'm going to add the certain files so the context is good, so the AI is able to be the most accurate. I truly believe that with how good the models are now, obviously you need to regenerate. If you're
Mhm.
not able to get the look you want, that is on
Mm.
you. Just like
I
my friend
see.
Abe told me when I'm coding, he's like, if the AI is making mistakes, that's on you. That you can actually like make it better.
Yeah, and I feel like there's a storytelling process and art to it that the AIs can like help us understand what
Yes.
this is as a language, because it's another language that people have to learn to prompt into it. And yeah, somebody has an interesting challenge. Is like, hey, let William create a short video on screen. Yeah, if you're down, we can just kind of play around and experiment,
Yeah, yeah.
or take your existing frame thing and kind of see if we can kind of play around with it, because that could be fun. Like I think people are here, maybe they want to see a little bit more from it. If you have a
Yeah,
chance,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
More than happy to. Let's see.
Let's see.
So
Cool. Sweet.
we can. we can come over here. So let's say like I have this like Alien movie, which I'm not too sure I want to continue with. Ray, do you think the Alien movie is interesting if we make an action film, or should we do more like startup-y, benefit? What should the story be about? What does the audience want to see? I guess what are the people curious about too?
I don't know. We'll let the audience drop it, and we can work on this one for now, just to kind of maybe clean it up a little bit, and then kind of make it like the person's in San Francisco, and like this alien drops, right? And I think the alien could just be like delivering AGI or something, or like
Yeah, yeah.
I think, yeah,
Cool. We'll continue with the story then. So what I'll do is that I'll give a rundown to everybody what the shots we have, and if everyone has like different like movie ideas they want to see later too, like let's say maybe we can make a launch video on screen.
oh
We
wow,
can, try to think. We can kind of
ooh,
talk through that. That's engaging. But in the
yeah.
meantime, I'll gonna continue with this. So I was just messing around with this. So I generated a couple of shots as you guys can
Wait,
see.
AnimeLeak. I have the app. Maybe we'll do something like that. Um,
Like a anime
yeah.
leak.
So you go to animeleak.com. That's my a new site.
Oh yes,
So
yes. You said you just launched
yeah,
recently.
anime.
Yeah.
So what's interesting about this is when you upload an image, see how it creates the drawings? So it's like anime leaking into real life. So I have like real
Oh.
images. And so this we can throw in because I want to animate some of these like into videos, right? Like, can it do that? I don't really know. Maybe like,
No, 100%. Yeah, like we can definitely grab this
uh,
frame right here, and then we can use this actually to like make it into like a generation. So we can throw all these
wow.
frames in here too, and then upload them as assets and such.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, like as a starter image and stuff.
Mm-hmm. We can
Whoa.
definitely do that. Let's
Yeah.
see.
Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can. I think I have some of my thing I could probably share over because that could be
Cool,
really
cool.
cool. Because I think that could be really fun. Because now we have like that dog right there. Like, just see if we can do anything like that. Like the cute dog and the scarf. Like the dog goes like puts the scarf on, and then maybe it loses the scarf, and then it's really sad because the owner's trying to look for the dog, but then you know can't find the dog because it doesn't recognize it because it doesn't have the scarf or something like that.
Oh yeah, that would be a funny story. We can also I can save this right here too.
Yeah.
Use
Like
this
that
in
could
a
be super
second.
cute. Yeah.
Go to
That'd
a
be a
new
super cute
project.
story.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll call this Ray live stream.
Yeah.
Create this right here. So now we
My
kind of have this
guy.
whole idea. So we technically have this frame already. So I guess what we can actually what I usually do like to do is that I like to have a base image in already. So I try to
Mm.
always get like one look I want first, right? And then
Ah,
I
good
use
idea.
that base image to be like follow this look. So then I'm able to get like the consistent character like color grading like consistency basically.
Yeah.
So throw this in here.
Let me see if I can give you
So let me see.
some of the sample images.
I'll be like, give me different, make this dog to be in different locations around the world.
Mm.
We'll do this first so we can generate four of these. Then now
Ah.
we kind of have like, we know the look we want like
Yeah.
throughout this portrait right here.
So I'll send you some of the original images over text. And if you need me to transition out, let me know and I'll punch it out so that it doesn't expose
Oh,
anything
cool,
on the
cool.
screen.
Yeah,
And then,
sounds good.
yeah,
Just let me
that
know once
way.
you send it and I'll put it in my a folder and stuff. So
Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then, okay, so now we've taken the base image, and so that's my cute dog with that anime leak scarf, right? So in my own little app, I have these little cute images, but like I never thought about animating them into videos, and you can tell stories from them, of course, because that's the story by itself. Like, anime is leaking into these images, and that's kind of why I made the app Anime Leak, and it's like it's kind of a fun, interesting collab. It's like maybe I
yeah,
should have want to create with Clova or make your own story, like hit. Oh,
yeah.
that's
So we
cute.
have the dog kind of like different locations.
That's
Let's say,
cool. The one with the wall of China. Yeah, that one's cool.
yeah.
That's
So we
cute.
can add this to assets. So now it will be in the
Dude, it's
images tab,
crazy how it makes that dog feel like real in there. Oh my god.
right? Yeah. So we can
But
maybe
it
say
has the
like,
animation of the scarf, which is also kind of cute, like it by itself.
so usually what I do too is I like scroll
Bro,
down the
this guy's
side.
got the right idea. Anime leak marketing vids for TikTok. I think this is an undiscovered space right now. Nobody is doing like surreal like type of things Like I can, because I'm gonna make an 8-bit version. I'm gonna make all these different things that have like different themes. But then it's like you're doing everyday tasks, and this thing kind of just takes over in your video, and you're like,
Yeah.
but it's kind of your unique asset in some funny way, because like that branding is can be you, right? Like you can be the person who has the animated scarf of your product all the time.
Exactly. Yeah. Like kind of like I think a lot of the brands they all have like specific looks, right? Like that iconic thing. So
Right.
it's interesting just to see like there's a
Like
lot more like
nobody
different
knows
ways.
what your product looks like in real life because it's always like in this hand drawn state. But if you buy it in real
Mhm.
life, you can actually see it.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's actually kind of meta because people become more curious because they want to see the non animated product.
That is true. Yeah. So
Like somebody needs to take this idea and just coke with it, bro.
someone's someone's gonna get the domain. They're gonna swim up for sale real quick, and then boom, the idea's gonna be out there, man. Most likely.
Bro. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my
so we have a
gosh.
couple shots for the
Oh,
dog.
like
If you
where's
mind,
Waldo, but where's the doggo? Oh, that's cute.
that's a good idea. Like, where's so I guess we can add this in here. So we have a couple of shots. Ray, do you mind punching me out real quick?
Oh,
I'll
yeah. I
grab the
got you.
rest of the thing. Cool.
Cool. Yeah, yeah. I got you. Yeah. So for those who are tuning in, basically what we're doing is this cool workflow. My friend William here has just got this app, and it's basically allowing you to, I call it the AI movie studio in some ways because it feels that way. We're trying to do everything all in one place. Typically, you'd have to go to Google Veo 3, you have to go to OpenAI Sora. You're going to all these different places to generate movies, and you have these ideas for these models. And then what ends up happening is that like now that you have all these assets everywhere on disk, then you have to kind of hit spacebar on your Mac to preview it and like do these things. Where what William is doing is that it's allowing you to basically do it all in one place. And you can select any model you want, prompt it the way you want. And as you see, we're kind of going through this step. So right now we're making a movie really quickly with my dog, and it's the animated scarf. So I have a app called AnimeLeak, and I sort of want to promote my app. I didn't think about this, but this could be really fun and viral. It's like, how do you take your image and have some like animation of some piece of thing that's in it, but then turn it into a video story? So my little doggy is now going to go be traveling the world or doing various things, and you know the owner may not find it because the dog may go with the scarf missing, right? Like, or maybe another dog takes the scarf. Oh, that could be cute. Like another dog takes the scarf, and then like the dog gets kind of sad, and so the owner has to come in and try to find the other dog, right? And there's this story of them kind of like going to different places in the world to find the scarf or something like that. That could be really interesting. So yeah, let me punch back into the movie scene. Yeah.
Cool, cool. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So we're kind of generating. So what I like to do in the beginning a lot is that I try to like think about the characters, you know? So I have the dog as a character right here ready. So now
Mm.
I'm grab a picture of you, Ray, like with the dog. So I try to get as many character shots. So when I need to use those characters, it's a lot easier. Like that's actually a
Oh.
feature we're thinking about for Clova next too. Is that you can let's say you upload an image or something you like already, then we can generate like different angles of it, and then now you can just be like, let's say like a cursor, you can be like at the file, right? You can add the character in your video prompt too, so it knows exactly
Oh.
you want like the character consistency.
Oh my god, bro. Of course.
Yeah. Then I'll come over here and I'll just make the same generation, but I'll be like, uh, give me a shot of the man walking his dog on the street. So now we kind of have like a couple images we can look at. So now we have like the inspiration to kind of like get started, and now I have the look I want. So when I first like create like a first video, I'm able to like effectively like tell the story, you know.
This is
So
cool. Yeah, I like this idea where the like it's a special scarf and it's like another dog takes it because you know how like the dogs like to bite this and play with
yes,
each other. Like it could
yeah,
be
so
like a golden retriever or something that likes to just play or something. Where the like golden retriever takes scarf or something like that somewhere. You know.
yeah, yeah, essentially, yeah. Then it can be like take the scarf and then you don't recognize the dog anymore. So now we have you can see Ray right
Wow,
here.
bro.
Sort of like walking the dog. So, following like the three-story act, like on this like this example, right? It could be like
Oh.
you first met the dog, you guys having a great time, you're walking the dog, it has a scarf on, and then suddenly while you're maybe in the grocery store or something, uh
Oh, the dog
takes
takes
the
a
scarf.
scarf and runs away, and then that's the end of the story. We're
Yes,
like,
yes. Yeah. And like this type of format can like kind of fit into like any story, you know? Let's say when I was making a vlog about me moving to San Francisco, I was like, okay, I gotta talk about, me being broke, so that's a problem. Oh no, me starting the journey was good, being broke, taking the risk to come to San Francisco and willing to stay, you know? So you're able to fit this into like really like any format, any story, or like if you're making a launch video or whatever type of, movie you're making, it's like a very easy format, just like slot things in there with the
That's
ads.
pretty cool.
Yeah, so now we have this going. So I thought we need like a first shot. So I
Mm,
will say I want a shot of the owner, the man in the cage. Cool. So that's kind of what I'm thinking is that I have an introduction of like, let's say something quick of like you first met, your dog in the shelter. So I'll get that
yeah.
shot going, and then it's like happy you guys are like walking together, hanging out, you know obviously there'll be a lot more nuances because usually you will have like different transition shots between the two, so this movie will be a little rough just because obviously we don't want to
Right.
be on the call for like the next like 10 hours.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Making
Those was kind of fun with these types of things. You can go really big, really crazy. This person has a really good question. He says, can you create a character and storylines separate instead of prompting like an image generator? Also for videos, does it also add voice to them?
what was the first part of the question, Ray? Sorry, cut out for a
Create
second.
character and storylines separately instead of prompting like the image generator.
Yeah, yeah. So actually, what I have been doing, which we plan on adding it in here, like two things. Eventually, the first one is that you can chat with like Chat GPT or whatever model you want in here, and then it can help you craft your story with you, right? And then it
Oh,
will create like the scenes with like the best prompts. And the second one is
mm,
like the prompt like enhancer, because a lot of times it
oh,
is hard to write prompts,
right.
so it can help you enhance it once you know what's that type of style you want. But also, yes, it actually does support like audio already, so I'll
Oh,
come to this project right here is if you prompt the characters to speak, they can actually speak. So let's say like this shot of the Alien movie we made
yeah.
that looks like, so it's able to like all the models are able to like at least the VO models are able to like speak and such.
Oh, I like this person's simplicity. They're like, Ray Fernando, seriously, do a 4 second segment, 4 second segment of the basically just do AnimeLeak, then AnimeLeak logo or something like that, a 2 to 3 second, and then boom, marketing videos. Just basically just, before, after, and then logo or something like that. I just kind of do that with a dog.
Yeah, we can
That's
like for
funny.
example just put it in
Yeah.
here and be like make the dog make this make the dog talk and say support. So you can tell it to say support anime leak. So we'll use 3.1 fast. We'll give this and I'll come back to it. The cool thing is you can actually also add another image and you can transition like from the start to end frame. So if you want maybe the
Wow.
dog start in China, it can go to like Paris after like the two frames we have. So it's really
Oh,
crazy how many things they have. They also add like ingredients, so you can add like multiple shots of multiple angles for like better consistency. So the
wow.
space is really moving really really fast with the models like on a daily basis. Yeah.
Wow. This guy says, oh, I think it was kind of continue on because it's from an AI movie studio. I love that name, AI movie studio.
Maybe we got to rebrand, huh? Right?
Yeah, I think you should. I
Maybe I
think you
just
should get that domain if you know what I mean. I think there's a lot of faceless YouTube channels that can benefit from this. I think so too. Beyond that, just storytelling, just straight up like you know, uh,
yeah,
this
yeah.
is
And I
we're totally new to this. It could even just be you, technically, like you yourself, because that's me, right? That those images, like some of that stuff is me, but then it's kind of in a different way. Um,
I agree. Yeah, I think like marketing is gonna be. I think a lot of times that people assume that all of this will be like forever, like everything will be automated, and I think that is just like not possible. The goal is like how do you create the best tool for like the storytellers to tell the best stories. You
mhm.
see a lot of companies that are like we can automate everything, but at the end of the day, right, if everything can't be automated, then eventually it gets saturated, then the value goes down. So we're kind of making like the second bet of like, oh, like how can we make it the easiest way possible for storytellers to want to tell stories, with AI and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
So
do you
let
hear
this
that
go
noise by
through.
the way?
The noise.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, there's something that's going on in my apps. I think I don't know what's the
Oh, I
noise is
think I
coming
do
from.
hear actually. Is it right here? Let me see.
Is it
I
you?
think
Oh, is there like
it's a
a
little. like a little ding 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 noise, huh? Right?
Yeah. Is it from your end or mine? Oh yeah, there you go. It's gone.
It's gone. Okay,
Yeah,
cool,
yeah.
cool, cool.
Oh, maybe you got a phone call.
No, I didn't actually.
Okay.
Interesting. Not sure why, but I'm glad it's away now.
Okay, cool. Yay. Awesome.
Yeah, so when this was generated, I think the anime leak might have got flagged for some reason. So
Oh.
obviously
Oh.
laws are still pretty strict, but I think they're gonna get
Oh,
like
right.
a little more like type of stuff that can come. So let's see. So I
I
say
see.
support rate for Nando instead. Let's see.
Yeah. I don't know if I could hear it from your end. Maybe the
Oh, you
browser has
can't
to
hear
share
my end?
audio. It's okay. But the dog is basically saying that. Look at the dog.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Look at this. Can we full screen that video? I want to see it. Like,
Yeah, yeah, of course. I'll just make
I
this.
want to see the quality of the face. That's cute. Look at the way the scarf moves. I think that could just sell just by itself, just as a single video.
Yeah, yeah, like something. I guess it's like off topic, right? This is like from a different app, but like I think Google Flow. Something I use a lot to get inspo for prompts to see what's possible too is that when I'm making
Mm.
AI videos, I come in here and then there's like a lot of like different AI
What?
stuff that all looks like really cool. That like it provides like the prompt. Let's say like Dream Factory. You kind of see like
Bruh.
these type of shots,
Bruh.
or like um,
What
they'll
is
have like
this?
so this is something I use a lot too to kind of also like come up with like prompts and stuff. So I'm always reading these prompts and trying to see like what's the best way to like to prompt these different like models for like the best results possible. And these all like talking animals and stuff. Yeah.
Bruh. This is crazy. Bruh. Yo, Broseph Swagger, man. I see you, bro. I see you too. Yo, what's going on, man? So this is from Google Flow, you're saying? So this is just what you just type in Google Flow TV or something, and then it's just gonna give
Yeah,
you.
Google Flow TV. Yeah, so you can how to learn like the best way to prompt like all these different things. But hopefully we're gonna add like a little different, like maybe like a community tab soon with Clover or something, where
Yeah.
I'll show like a bunch of different examples, or you can filter by, so you can see the prompts, right? So it
Whoa.
can kind of help like kickstart people when they're first starting to make like AI videos or AI images to
Right.
like to lower like the barrier of entry, because in the beginning it can be intimidating,
Mm-hmm.
to kind of learn the whole workflow and stuff. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That's cool. Man.
hmm
So now basically we've kind of generated some of the images, some of the shots, and then we can
So
just
now
put
we can
together
try to
probably like a really basic couple of clips or something, right? From this, is that how that works? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I haven't really generated enough yet, but the idea will be like, let's say you kind of pick the ones you like. So let's say I like this shot the most.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like I like this shot the most,
Yeah.
and maybe I like, let's say this shot the most. It can be a stat shot. So obviously we're missing a good amount of shots. It'll take some time to do. Then
Mm-hmm.
you can start throwing them in here now, since you already have the images. That you could be like, make the person move while walk while walking his dog. So the good part is a lot of
Oh.
times the video part becomes the easiest, because you already have the frame. Then you just got to create the action for it to do. So you don't
I
have to really write
see.
like a deep prompt anymore. Where a lot of times the images are like the prompt, the parts I need to prompt like the most with, essentially. Yeah.
Okay.
So
That
then
makes
you can
sense.
obviously add these to assets. Then in the video tab, in the video editor, we can like start editing our video as like we kind of go through this whole flow. But it'll probably take a little bit while for us to kind of
Of
create
course.
create a video with
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Obviously,
But
need
this
some
is just the
time.
basic idea, right? Just to
hmm
get from like basically from video generation over to the video editor super quick, and
Yeah,
then back and
yeah,
forth. Huh.
yeah. So shipping a lot more features soon too, like adding like 11 labs, like sound effects in here, like Suno for music, obviously. So gonna like
Crazy.
get all those like APIs pulled in. So just like try to create like the best like AI movie studio, like you said. I think that's gonna stick now, Ray, because since you've been using it.
Yeah, yeah. No, for anyone who's interested, I would highly suggest you check out William and their app Clova, right? So if you want to check out, I think it's joinclova.com.
Yes.
And
Like
so,
right.
yeah, I think there you go. Yeah, joinclova.com for anyone who wants to sign up. William secretly said earlier, if you missed this earlier in the stream, that he's going to actually give out credits to people who DM him and basically give him feedback. So you got to give some
Yeah.
feedback. You got to participate. If you're a person who's building AI movies or wants to get into this type of thing to learn how to do better storytelling, this is probably a really good first step. And these are two guys that are just trying to build literally from their garage, from their bedroom, from their car. They were like trying to hustle and grind. I do respect it, man. It's insane. And so they're now in San Francisco building, trying to get this off the ground. And we're just watching the very beginnings of it. Like the famous AI lines here that people like to say is like, this is the worst that the product's ever going to be. So if you think about it that way,
Yes.
that means that your feedback basically gets to grow with them and with you, and you get to benefit from it too. So that's really, really cool. You get to try all the different models all in one place, all the image models in one place. Once they're generated, they're not all over your Google Drive taking up all these crazy spaces, but you can arrange your videos and stories and stuff like that all in one like idea workspace. And then from there transition to, actually doing the editing and other clipping things you need to do. So I think you're actually onto something, William, and I'm surprised other people haven't really figured this out yet. But you guys have. I'm basically thinking that you guys are going to have the premier AI studio, AI movie studio for this thing.
I appreciate it, brother. Just making videos. Now I'm either making vlogs, making AI videos, or just coding. Just and sleep on repeat. So that's my life. So love, like, if anyone tries out the tool, like, feel free to DM me for more credits and just give me any feedback. Or me and my co-founder, we're ready to ship. Just like always coding, always shipping. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are based in San Francisco. William has amazing vlogs. If you haven't had a chance to check them out, amazing YouTube channel. It's like,
thank you. Right.
It's so fun. I always wait for that video on Sunday. I was like, when is he gonna drop the new vlog? It's like, oh, he's probably busy building, and so it comes out. But if you haven't watched any of them, go ahead and check them out. They're pretty addicting. You just like to see the story of what's actually happening in someone's life, walking you through it, and really going to be curious to kind of see how this continues to develop throughout the app lifecycle and adding in these other elements, because I think everyone's feedback here is going to be extremely helpful. So I really appreciate everyone who's been able to show up on the stream and show some support. I really do appreciate that, and wanted to kind of check everything out. So yeah, William, awesome. Like, appreciate you kind of doing a quick demo for us. I know you said it wasn't ready and stuff like that. I was like, I don't care. I want to see it. I want to see what you're working with. Like, don't be afraid to come on here and just like demo your stuff. I feel like this is just an open place for us to share the creations. You're a good friend of mine, and you need people also to help you test too. And I think you're actually onto something. And a month from now, I think this is going to look way different, and it's going to continue to really blow up. And as these new model drops, like 11 Labs just release sound effects. You can imagine those things, but you still have the same problem with all these model providers. Every single model provider gets you to use their stuff, but then there's no way to seamlessly put this together. And I think that's the perfect problem you're trying to solve here. So can you drop a link to his channel? Yeah, let me see if I can find this channel. Or actually, send me the link in the interview chat and I can pop it into
cool.
the thing. Yeah. So yeah, I think what is your channel name here? Let's see if I can.
It's just Will Wang, so this is just my channel.
Yo.
Yeah, Ray, I got to get you on a couple more vlogs, man. Ray's, you've been in a couple of them, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. I'll be, when we're together in San Francisco, too, that'd be kind of fun to do that. So let me get you this link. So if you haven't had a chance to click this link here, I'm just dropping it right now in the YouTube channels. So that way you can kind of check out his YouTube channel. That's at Will Wang. Check out his YouTube channel. It's definitely a cool spot to check it out and hang out. A lot of cool vlogs and stuff like that. And yeah, go support William. He's an amazing human being, obviously, and co-founder Ryan, and they're doing some cool stuff out of Founders Week. If you're in the Bay Area, hit them up. Like, I think they would love to chat with you. Even if you're not in the Bay Area, I think they're also trying to interview people who are doing movies. So if you're actually making AI movies, if you know anyone who can benefit from this, definitely share it with them. Get them connected with William, because I think this is going to be super duper helpful. I'm so glad somebody's finally tackling this problem. So yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me on, Ray. I really appreciate it. And, anyone got any feedback, just let me know. I'm excited to, just keep working on this, just shipping products every day, right? So
for sure, man. Cool. Yeah. Thanks, William, for showing up. Everyone else, check out that link. There'll be more stuff in the description, and hit William up for some credits, and let's cook, fam. Peace out, y'all.
Let's do it. Peace.